Hello, hello, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Excuse the creaky chair while I sit down, but today I wanted to work in my collage journal or sketchbook, whatever you want to call it. The collage collection is what I originally called this book. Some of you may know this. I had a coffee table book of transatlantic Canada pictures, and I used the cover for something else, and I took all the pictures out, but I didn't want to toss them, so I put them in this sketchbook, and then I'm using it as a background for a surreal kind of look when you do the collages. So I thought, since it's pretty much fall, I'm going to work on this page, and I have a few things I have in mind that I want to do. But I want to see if I can paint some of the leaves in this background. I could leave it as is, but I figured this time around I would paint some of it. So we shall see how that works. I'm just gonna get some pretty colors. I have this really pretty palette. I got it at my local art store. It is the Angora Opaque Colors. It's made in Germany. So that is the logo. So if you're interested, I'm sure you can get them online. If not, check your local art store. Let's see. There's not quite enough color on some of these. I mean, it's all one color basically. But I wanted to do sort of a pseudo kind of background look for this. Since these are a little bit more opaque in watercolor, the color, what am I trying to say? The picture, the photograph, the glossiness of this paper might reject some of the paint. So just be prepared for that. But I'm okay with that. You could just splotch a bunch of color on here. That would work too. I think either way it would work. I just wanted to add a little bit of color. You could leave it as is, of course. That was the whole idea. But, I've been working with different backgrounds and trying different things. So in the vein of trying new things, I figure we'd do the same here. Let's see. Yeah, see, some of this is resisting. I could potentially sand this page first, sand some of that glossiness off. But I kind of just like the surreal look of this. This is okay. And it's easy to just swipe off if you make a mistake. It's not a big deal. Alright. Just thought I'd give it a shot. You never know. So I hope you're all doing well. Haven't been doing much. We just celebrated our Thanksgiving. We did ours on Saturday. Today is Monday. It's actually Thanksgiving Day, but we did our Thanksgiving on Saturday because it's just a little bit easier for some of my family members. And yeah, we had a good time. In Canada, Thanksgiving is a little bit earlier than in the States, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's kind of nice that our Thanksgiving is a little bit later on, or a little bit earlier than the States, because then, it's not too close to Christmas, which is kind of nice. All right, I'm going to do the face. This is from my Practicing Faces journey, for all intents and purposes, I suppose. Just trying different techniques and things like that, and trying to develop my own style has been a lot of fun. And it's been a bit of a learning curve too, because you start off by trying to imitate others, and not copy necessarily, but trying to make certain things your own, and what you come up with is always kind of interesting. So I always find it quite rewarding when you realize you have your own style. I love watercolors for this kind of thing because you can just, you know, be rough and just sort of do it like painterly effect, which is always nice. Let's see, give her some, a little bit of fall color. I can always go over this again with a black pen, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now I don't have another color for her eyes in here. Let's see. A highlighter to the rescue. Let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. She's kind of got scary blue eyes. Periwinkle color. So that works for me. And then we can just carry on. Let's see. I love this mustard yellow. I think I'll do her hair in this color for the most part. And then we can set this aside to dry, and then we'll cut her out and put her down onto the page. These watercolors are really nice. Like I said, they're supposed to be opaque, but they do have a bit of a lightness to them, depending how much how much water you add, obviously. So it's kind of nice to be able to play with it. I think her lips could be a touch darker. It has this really lovely kind of mossy green. Perfection is not something I strive for when I do these things. So I just want to keep it simple, not make it too difficult for myself to accomplish a page that should really technically be easy to do. So we can set this aside. Alright, let it dry. You can look at it there. Alright, so I keep my gel plate prints in an old book cover, which is quite nice. It looks good on a shelf when I don't have it all like this. I picked out a few colors that I wanted to use, and I thought maybe I could do something a bit more fallish. So I was going to do a background, but you know what? I think what I'll do is I will do my pumpkins. Okay, so pumpkins are the easiest things to make. I've done this before. You cut 3 circles, or you could punch 3 circles if you're not too sure about your punch going through this. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it into 4, grab my scissors and do sort of different sized pumpkins. So you only need 3, but you'll get 4. That's okay. You could do it in different colors. There's one. I'll make a bunch of pumpkins. And because these gel prints are printed on both sides, you could always do the other side, which is kind of nice. Alright. So we have 3 pumpkins. I think maybe we'll do one more. It's another fun color. Let's see. Ooh. has quite a bit of gold to it. I think I'll use that for stems. That'd be pretty. We'll set that aside for now. Do I have like an orangey color? I mean, it's not really 100%, but you know what, it'll do in this case. Sometimes your prints don't work out too well, so I'm trying something different with them. Works nicely too. And I kind of like that old world feel. Okay, and it does not have to be a perfect circle. The less perfect, the better. All right, so I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to do some more stems. I've got one cut out already. It's kind of a rough shape of a stem. All I do is I just go like you can always adjust it. One, two, three, 4 pumpkins. All right. Don't forget, these are double-sided, right? All right. You can always neaten them up a bit because they don't look like much of a stem right now. They always look a little bit wonky anyway, so yeah. Precision is not Mother Nature's strong suit when it comes to vines. So we're just going to glue them down. And some of this will get covered up. It's okay. I don't have a problem with that. So we'll start off with our purple one. Let me just double check and make sure we're still in frame. Excuse the chair. Yes, we are. Okay. So we're just going to glue the first one down. Kind of crookedly. All right. And a little bit off. And then this one is going to go like that. All right. In this case, we're going to glue on here. And there you have your pumpkin. And I want to go off a bit. Is this the one I got? I guess. Lift some of this up. There we go. There's our first pumpkin. Look at how cute that is. They're so easy to make. You get to use your gel prints. So now we're going to do another one. Yeah, we have that one. Okay, that's fine. There we go. There's another pumpkin. This one's going to have a bit of a smaller stem. How cute is that? Just sort of blends in a little bit nicer. And then we have another one for over here. go. And another stem. Trim some of it off. That's fine. There. 3 little pumpkins sitting in a row. Do we have room for another one? I don't even know. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So what we'll do is we'll leave that there. All right. We'll cut her out. What I'll do is I'll make a bunch of these ahead of time, faces, or, you know, things like this that will make a focal point kind of thing. And then I just draw them when I'm watching Netflix or something, and then I will paint them or, you know, watercolor them when I have the chance to make a project. Because then I'll have a bunch of things that I've already made. Because sometimes you're not always in the mood to, you know, draw faces or things like that. So it's nice to be able to have some on hand. All right. Now she looks a little strange without some kind of body. Yeah, I know. So we could give her one. Let's see. I can make her stand out a bit more. We could tuck her in behind. That would work too. Had I thought of it ahead of time. You know what I mean? We can just go like this. Why not? Because who says it has to be a regular body? Maybe she's hiding behind the pumpkins. That's okay too. There we go. Some of it anyway. And then we have some purple. I think we'll carry the purple through. We had some color pieces left over from that. So I'm just going to put some pieces up here. Just to frame it a bit. Now we need something else. One more thing. What do we need? A quote? Well, maybe not a quote. But something. Okay. Story of my life sometimes. Hold on and pretend it's a plan. Put it right down here. There we go. Hold tight and pretend it's a plan. There we go. So there. Pumpkins turned out nice. They look good. Very organic looking. And you know, some of the watercolors stayed and some came off, but that's okay. It just adds a little bit of something. It makes you want to look a little bit closer to it. So there we have it. Our little pumpkin queen in the pumpkin patch. Easy, simple pumpkins. And a great fall background. I hope you liked the video. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.